Suffolk are making an incase. Yes, Bechem. All love to build from the back. Moro. That's a lovely play, and he will flash it back to his dependable Achampon. He's got so much quality, I must say. Lovely play now from Bechem on the far right hand side. Lots of people waiting for it within 18 yards. Not on the best of touch. It's a corner kick. Really pushing a lot of bodies into Accra House of Oak territory now. As they hope to, well, let's see if they can punish the Phobians. We'll be very, very aware. It flashes inside, and Benjamin Asari picks it up. That's a lovely ball, belt inside. Quality play. Pass. Mohammed. And it's back to He's drops it into the middle, finds Hussein. Lovely play. Alcibe will have it, finds Yaya once again. Abdurrahman will hit it up front. She's got Hamza waiting for it, but Not struggling at all to pick that one. He's got the height to deal with that situation. Got Bechem missing the presence of Francis Trini, who is out due to groin injury. As Hussein brings it forward. Tells you the coach, quick with answer, but that's the man. The Ivorian international Abubakar Ouattara under pressure has come under scrutiny from the House of Folk fans in the last few months in the capital. Inketia couldn't really pick it up, as has have the throwing advantage, quickly faking Yaya, retracts back. We'll find him again. Collinson. Oh, that's a poor kick, isn't it? From the big man. And that's Hamza Issa couldn't really curl it into the area. Doing so well for Hasselfolk in his debutant season. Being a top goal scorer with more than 12 goals for the Phobians. But he's here to find the back of the net. They group in from the back. Ransford picks it. Collinson. And he'll bring it forward. Decides to hit it to the right hand side to find Asibe. Who finds Yeah, drops it into Bechem's box, but it's well collected again by Dari Aziz. It's going to prove to be the clear difference between these two sides if he's able to deal with those situations. Mohamed, here he comes with this one. Can he go past his marker? Oh, lovely turn away from his marker. Going through the bodies, but he's been stopped. Reverting stuff. And it's Boat Azaya now. Azaya once again for Bechem United, the Hunters. And I see a Boat in your shots. Ouattara complains from the touchline. He knows it. That's Yaya Draman. The man who's got so much quality in terms of experience at the Ghana Premier League level. Draman, straight direction of play to the left-hand side to pick Ransford. And he brings it forward, walking pace for the Phobians. Lifted deep again, and it's onto the roof of the nets, but it's nowhere near it. And it's a walk-and goal kick to Bechem United again. And they've got to understand why the captain needs to organize his backline. The former Black Meteor shot stopper. Boa drops it deep back. Referee Kofi noticing something. And will hurt the game. Oh, you get to know the last 4 meetings between these two sides have produced 10 goals. And it's Hasselfolk really winning the previous one 3-2 with the likes of Kofi Agbesima getting their name on the score sheet. Here's Benjamin Asari. Moro. And it's dropped into the middle. Finds Azaya. Couldn't pick it up. As Hasselfolk regains possession. He's hammered inside. Oh, lovely play now. That's a lovely touch as well. Coming in from Asamoah. Oh, there's a player down on the turf in big trouble, Collinson. Your former down board man. Just look at the replay. Augustine Okra making some complaints to the referee. This was the earlier opportunity that fell the way of the Phobians. And just look at it up front, he brushing off his marker. Hussein. That's a very reckless challenge. We'll talk about Afrani, promoted from Bechem United Youngsters. Just 17 years of age, and it's a typical replacement for Clinton Dodu. Yaya Draman drops it deep to find a man in the rainbow shed. Finds Collins in. Hits it onto the left-hand side looking for the runoff. Ransford couldn't pick him. Okra picks it. Hussein. And to nobody in particular. That's a wasteful play, if you catch, from the Phobians. Asibe hits it down the right-hand side. Finds Yaya. Hussein. Chip it over to find Sani. Sani once again has been sandwiched by two players. Asensu really skipping his steps on the man on the right-hand side. Sani. Collins in. And the fans will urge him to play quickly as they need Hasselhoff to try and see if they can open the scoring account. Hussein picks it up. Mohammed. Long hit inside, looking for Boateng. But again, goalkeeper Ziz arrives early to pick it up. And limping. But you can see this man, the Ivory international, Abubakar Ouattara, today is on his feet. And he tells you that he's not taking any unnecessary play from his players. He needs them to do the job. He's under very, very heavy pressure despite the Hasselhoff board reposing so much confidence in him. And it's a bit understandable. You need at least to give the man at the helms a lot of time to gel with the boys. That's a big touch. Ransford Mensah picks it. Left in ample of space. Oh, dink it over. Finds a somewhere. But he's always got a top customer standing on him. Back to Asamoah again. Really slowing the tempo of the game. Only is building patiently from the back. Asibe will have it. Abdraman Abid invited from the right-hand side. That's a lovely touch. Hamza, and again is swiped off his feet. That's clever play. Achampo and Moro combining so well to deal with him. Collins in. Abdraman decides to go. Drops it. Looking for Hamza. Oh, the decision just arriving a bit late. But still Hasselhoff has possession. Mohammed lines up the shot. Goes for shot. Oh, goodness me. And it's Aziz who's got a capable one. It's switched in and it's cleared away. Oh, and that is a real blast. That is a real blast.
Yeah, when you look at Accra Hasselhoff, I think that the incursions that they are making into the half of Bechem United, they are really, really doing well. But I think that it is time that they utilize their chances because they don't have time to waste. They don't have time to waste. They have to utilize their chances. They don't have time to waste at all. Hamza is doing the job, but he needs to get that goal.
Well, Hamza is doing the job, but needs to let's get that goal. You can see Park Stadium as the Phobians are here, at least to see what they can do from their new home venue. Mohammed picks it, finds Yaya. Lots of Hasselhoff players walking into Bechem's box, and it's out into the middle. Amofa chasing it, but we'll leave it for goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. It's Abdraman, brings it forward. That's a lovely touch from Hamza. But a challenge coming from Baba Moro. And he complains to the referee. You can understand why. 20 minutes of play here on the Legon Sports Stadium, and it's still barring between the two sides.
Yeah, Victor, I think that the first 20 minutes we've seen the best of action here at the UG Sports Stadium, but I think that which of the teams is going to break the virginity of the game or going to break the chains of the game. But I can tell you the way Accra House of Oak is playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they should get the very first goal this evening.
Here it's floated across, House of Oak fails to deal with it. Okra invited, could not be found. And again, you need to keep an eye on Augustine Okra. He's got a character. Mohammed. Well, it's been hard showmanship in the last 10 minutes in this game. Hussein. That's a lovely touch. Back to find Yaya. Drops it to find Mohammed. But not the best of touch again from the former TMR student. As Okra picks it, he's got Afani ahead of him. And decides to hit it back to find Boat. There's Bechem now. Building from their back. Isaiah. And it's pushed from behind. Another player who has really done himself a lot of good by coming to this Bechem setup. Bechem looking for their first victory of this season after settling for a goalless stalemate against Nation FC and Adrian FC. SCB lifts it for Ransford. Sasari comes into the fray. Collins in. And a lot of back pass. The fans are not really excited about those decisions from the players.
Yes, and I think that Asari, let's talk about Benjamin Asari a bit, but virtually has been on holidays because I've not seen Bechem United really making any dangerous moves into the territory of Accra House of Oak. So virtually Asari has been on holidays. But as I told you, still the chains has not been broken. Bechem United, I think that they are now coming to the party. So let's see what will happen.
Oh, and the whistle is up by referee Kofi. The fans certainly not happy about it. And it's Isaiah. Well, just look at it. That was a simple touch. But that's a ruthless challenge on him, isn't it?
Yes, Victor, I think that the referee was right on this call. For the referee, I think this time around he was very, very right on this call. He was close to the incident, so I'm not surprised that he took that decision.
Well, cross-section of a VIP stand. Oh, talking about Isaac Nyaku born in Bosankro, a suburb of Bechem. And he's been a Bechem player since the 2020-2021 season. And he's played 28 matches last season. That's a lot of danger, isn't it? But House of Oak will survive that scare as Benjamin Asari hangs onto it. Push it down the right-hand side. Finds Yaya. Collins picks it up in the center cycle. He's spotted. Ransford. Amofa picks it. Masibe. Yaya once again. Alice combining so well with his own left center back, Ransford. Alice, they love to send in so many long balls from the flanks because Bechem United have choked the middle. 24 minutes of game time cleared, and it's still barring between these two sides. But Moro is still Hamza who hangs onto it and wastes the advantage. And you can understand why Azan Nyaku not very excited. It's a very dangerous area, very acute to the goalpost.
Victor, I think that Coach Ouattara, he has learned a bit of something because at the end of the day, you can see this time around Hamza is playing outside the box, and when Hamza always plays outside the box, it is a bit different when he plays inside the box. So this time around, I think they are getting things right.
Well, let's see. House of Oak free kick. And it's Mohammed who hits it deep into the box. And again, it's Aziz who gets a hand to it. It stays Hussein. And it's blasted wide. He knows it.
he has the way he pushed the ball and a player still down. But I think that across the folk, when it comes to this 50-50 balls, they should be very, very wary of those things, because at the end of the day, looking at the incursion that they made into the 18-yard box, I think that they could have taken advantage of that. Goalkeeper Aziz really did very, very well just to punch that ball away. But across the focus, I told you, they are making dangerous incursion into the half of Bechem United. Bechem United, the defense are really defending very, very well. And their goalkeeper, as I told you, he has not been on holidays as compared to Benjamin Asari.
Well, I see it's another Hasselfolk onslaught now from the left-hand side as they rush away Mauli. It's bets tonight. Hussein finds it. The former WB United player, just 20 years of age. Hasselfolk goes long, but it's been blocked. As Davlin brings it forward, finds Okra. That could be dangerous. Okra hangs on to it, drops it to find Azaya. Asensu. And it's Okra that'll be invited again, unless you have a touch of it. Oh, lovely piece of skill. Moro. And it's floated back, unless it's been picked up by Champon. Hits it back to his goalkeeper, Aziz. Osu, and he still also hangs on to it. Well, the team really in that light green outfit. If you've just joined the live feed of this entertaining game, as the Phobians are in their favorite color, the rainbow colors. Yaya Drummond brings it forward, racing down the right-hand side. Hussein calls for it, receives it. It's back to Collinson. We'll change direction of play to find Ransford. Oh, lot to cut in. Yeah. It's brought forward now into Bechem's box, but again, it lost everyone. It's tipped over everybody. And it means that they will have to get into that brawl. And it's also Emmanuel that wins the sympathy of the referee.
It is a ding-dong battle, Victor, because when Bechem United get a ball, the way they are swinging their passes together and surging forward, I think that they should make use of that. But I can also folk, as I told you from the beginning of the game, they are always making dangerous incursion into the half of Bechem United, but they are not utilizing their chances. And I think that for almost 20-something minutes, 28 of action made, I think that they should make a serious incursion out of it. At the end of the day, we shouldn't forget, their first match they lost, their second match they lost, their supporters are relying on them to win this very match.
Afrani brings it forward for the Hunters, who are still hunting in this game. Oh, lovely play. Goes round 2, 3. Nobody in particular could. Benjamin Asari here lies early. Picks it up. That's a lot of trouble, but the flag is up at the far side. It's Afrani with a lovely intention into Hasselfolk's territory. Just look at it. From the flamboyant agile player making his run. He's got an eagle eye, looking to pick Nketiah. Sani picks Ransford. Ransford drops it deep to find Collinson. And it's back onto the path of Mohamed again. But the pass to Yaya will not get him, but he gains possession for the Phobians. Or itching to half an hour already in this game. And it's still the Phobians who are searching for their first goal of the season.
Yeah, Victor, as you said, House of Folk, I really do understand, because when they get to the final third, there's a bigger problem for them. Because if you look at the other incursions that they are making, they get to the final third, that is where the problem is. They can't utilize anything. And I think that when you swing your pass to certain areas and it's not happening for you, you should change where you switch your passes to. And I think that is a big problem for Accra House of Folk this evening at UGA Park.
Well, Mauli bringing down his marker, and it's Afrani again. That is in lots of trouble, deep trouble, as he stays on the turf. Just look at it. That was a lovely touch from Atensu. And Okrap invited him into the picture. But again, that touch from Collinson was always going to attract the attention of the referee. So lots of fans here enjoying this game. And you can see it's edging on the Phobians. As Benjamin Asari gets his two-man wall ready. And it's Mowley and Ransford who formed that one. Floated across, and again it's well kept out by the 2024 best goalkeeper. Winning the Golden Goals Award for last season. Asamoah. And that's a poor touch from the former Nation FC Maxman.
Yeah, Victor, looking at the ball, I saw it. That was no ball for Benjamin Asari. As you said, he won the best goalkeeper last season. But still, when you look at Bechem United, when they are making the incursion, I think their 1-2 really works well. And don't forget, Augustine Okran has been their talisman, and this evening he has really not disappointed at all. He's doing everything to break the chains. But I'm urging across of folk, the way they are playing now, the two central centre back, they are virtually on holidays because Bechem United have not made any dangerous incursion into their half.
Well, Asamoah Boateng finds Yaya. Collinson. Amofa. And it's back to Collinson once again. Dip into Bechem's half. Releases it onto the right-hand side. Finds Yaya Drummond. Curls it in. And it walks it straight into the crowd of green shirts as it's brought out. Oh, that's a very reckless challenge. The referee will play on advantage. Hasselhoff comes forward and comes up Afrani. On the best of Keller into the box by Ransford Mensah. Hussein Amofa. That's a late touch from the centre back. And that's a heavy touch from Kevin Osasibe to his goalkeeper. Asibe once again bringing this forward. The intent of the Phobia is very clear right from the blast of the whistle. They're looking and setting, knocking hard the Hunters backline for that first goal on match day 3. Mohamed. That's a lovely touch. Impressed on his trial at the Pobiman. Hussein Abdurrahman once again sensing the color with his favorite right foot. Hello, everybody.
The moment the ball gets into the 18-yard box of Bechem United, we have so many across of folk players, but they are not there to connect the pass. And I'm surprised because the moment your left back or the right back gets the ball, he decides to cross the ball, and he just crosses the ball, and the ball gets to the 18, and nobody's there just to connect the ball. That's a big of problem for across of folk. So they should watch their timing. The moment they get the ball and they want to cross the ball, they should watch. They are two strikers. I think that they're always behind the Bechem United players, and it's not really helping them.
They've really fallen flat after that 2022 MTN FA Cup victory against the same side. It's been a down trend for the Phobians, who are looking for a bit of revival as they switch over venue. Yeah, picks it up. Kelsedin finds his man and is back to it. The right back once again. Well, let's looking for a bit of support. Couldn't find one. It's chested. Bazaya. Lovely piece of chesting from him. And the whistle is up.
And I think that the referee also had it right because he's close to the incident. We're talking about Dramani. I think that he has been my man of the match this evening because the way he has been making the incursion, though he's playing at the right back, I think that the way he surges forward is really helping across the folk. But I think that the moment he crosses the ball to the 18-yard box, he should really try and locate the two strikers so that they can also bury the ball.
Aziz. And he hit it to the far right-hand side. Invite Augustine Okra, and it's blasted up. And you can see Okra. Well, he's got a rich profile, isn't it? Rich profile from a great player. Of course, one of the most experienced players on the turf. No questions about it. He's got a character. He's got an aptitude, at least, to sting these Phobians into this game. But it's Hasselhoff free kick.
Yeah, Victor, we all know Augustine Okra. He has seen it all. When he went to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, he was one of the top players in the Ghana Premier League. Everybody thought that he was going to sign for Accra House of Hope, and we saw a U10, him going back to Bechem United. As you said, he is a person who can cause a step for Accra House of Hope this evening.
Well, lots of fans here enjoying the evening game, and it's night football in the nation's capital. Well, in case you are just around the vicinities of Legon, you can just walk over into the box. Oh, that was nearly. And he got his foot into the face of his man there. And you can see he goes to the ground as well. It's Mauli Wayo once again. Let's go. Comes into that picture.
Victor, looking at Coach Seto Sewaya, who was once time also a footballer, and I think that he's frustrated because at the end of the day, he thought that his players must do it. And looking at this incident, I think that it's a bad tackle, and the referee had it right.
That's Mauli. Well, scores of fans again here. But we're talking about Augustine Okra. The popular stand at the Nana Jiabua Park has been named after him. The popular stand as the Augustine Okra stand.
That is in Bechem.
Tells you that he is a legend of the club.
That is what I told you, because he was one of the best players in the Premier League before he moved from Bechem to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He went outside the country, did really well, came back, and everybody thought that he was going to sign for Accra House of Hope, but no, Okra is back in Bechem. That is where he has built his empire. So I'm not surprised that they've named a stand after Augustine Okra.
Has come for a true Hussein. That's a lovely touch. And it's a free kick right on the edge of the 18-yard. And Bechem players protest.
Victor, looking at the incident, I think that the replay will give us more detail at where the guy was standing, because at the end of the day, you saw the supporters shouting penalty. But okay, this is the incident.
That's Ransford. At least that was a lovely idea, isn't it? Hits it through the green sets. And not the best of touch from Asensu. With that challenge on Hussein. Let's move it into that pocket of space quite well. Great idea.
But I think the incident was outside the box. Looking at the replay, I think it happened outside the box. So this time around, the referee also got it right.
It's 38 minutes. And it still has some folks searching for the season's first. Well, the France crave for a win this season, as they hope to go past the devil of a third setback in this game. Well, free kick at a very advantageous position. Lots of Rainbow Boys goes behind it, but just wondering who is going to take this one.
And looking at Victor, where the ball is, you can see the two coaches, Coach Ouattara and Amankwa, just talking to themselves, because at the end of the day, where the ball is. And when it comes to set piece, Accra House of Hope, this time around, they shouldn't joke about it, because they can easily place the ball inside the net. And you saw the communication between Coach Ouattara and Amankwa. It's something that they've practiced really well at the training grounds. So let's see whether they are going to make use of where the ball is.
Well, 38 minutes played. What the Phobians christening their new home tonight? That is a big question. Can they make a real statement in this new era of moving away from their favorite grounds? And the fans shout for a goal in this game. Hasselhoff, free kick. Oh, that's a poor touch. Poor kick.
Victor, this is a very poor touch, because I don't know, look at where the ball is and look at the way he ballooned the ball. This one is about technique. That is where it's about technique. I'm surprised that he ballooned the ball. It's a poor touch. Very, very poor touch. And I don't expect this from a player of House of Hope.
Well, that's Collinson with a heavy touch. Let's flashing away that glorious opportunity. That was in a very great position to have been taken. But the House of Hope player decides to go long. And it's a very wasted kick. Hitting it. Let's into the crowd as they will group from the back again. Yeah. His pass couldn't really get into Bechem's 18-yard. Oh, that's a lovely way to strip that one off at Drummond's feet. And it's Ascenso once again. That's Mohammed. He's got Yaya just by his right hand side. Decides to go into the box, but again, Aziz picks it up. He's got the height. Riveting stuff, but the captain of the side has really kept Bechem United in this game. What a play. Inketia will bring it forward and stopped by Sigbe. As the scramble for the ball continues within the center of the pitch. And it's out for Hasselhoff's throwing. What a game they've had. Riveting stuff. Quality showing. But a big problem is the connecting of the puzzle when it matters most up front. Their strikers have gone extinct. And I'm sure Coach Abubakar Ouattara will be addressing that in the halftime break. Drummond from the right hand side finds Hamza. He picks it up. Hussein will just attach to find Yaya once again. Oh, the Bechem Hamza Isa releases it back to Sigbe, who finds Collinson. Change direction of play and picks Ransford. The first touch, not really the best from the left centre back. And it's 41 minutes. We're hitting for the second minute of this game. Oh, it's a kill from the outside of his boots. But again, the first touch from Ransford, always a suspect. Here it comes inside. Oh, to nobody in particular. But Hasselhoff has got other ideas. Boateng hits it inside and it's cleared off the danger zone. Hussein is brought back inside. Lovely touch. And that's another corner kick for Hasselhoff. Piling so much pressure. It is the members of the game. It lost everybody. And it's quite interesting now, isn't it? In case you're watching from your house. There's been Hasselhoff showmanship in the last 10 minutes as far as this department is concerned. They've created all the chances. They've seen most of the balls. They've flanked most of the balls into Bechem's area. But again, the man to notch it home is absent up front. But Bechem themselves are still chasing their first 3 maximum points of the season. Lots of complaints. As the player stays on the turf, that's Yaya Drummond who stays on the turf. And you can understand why, registering his displeasure from that tackle. And he tells you that was a nasty one. Boy, you need to be careful. That's Kweko Danso. But you can understand, they settle their score. Has pressing the restart button from behind. Switch the direction of play. Looking for Mohammed. He picks it up. Oh, lovely idea. Again, it's well watched. Corner kick Hasselhoff once again. As we hit the 45th minute of this game at Legon Sports Stadium. Looks like Mauli is walking up to it as he's been guided carefully by Osu. Sonny. And he brings it back. That's a poor idea. Well, 2 minutes of additional time in this department of the game. We're playing for the next 120 seconds. Sani hacks onto it again from the far left hand side. Ransford. Sani with a touch. Lots of twisting and turning. And he has been dispossessed as Okra, but it's way beyond the sideline. It's Bechem throwing. Augustine Okra kept at bay in this game. He's been silent at the far right-hand side. He's been watched very well. Here's a real poison. Hamza picks it. Finds Mowley. Abdurrahman. Back to Hussein again. That's a very smart player. Goes for the shots and again comes over the body of Iketia. Corner kick. Hasselhoff this time from the right-hand side. Great idea. Header. Textbook. One of the best. What a game we've had outside CB. Let's making his way into Bechem's penalty area. And you can understand the agency on this Hasselhoff player spaces. They understand the business. That was a great catch, isn't it? From Aziz. With just a few seconds left on the clock for the first 45 minutes as we are into additional time. And just like with a few seconds. So that is it. Kofi ends this first 45 minutes. It's goalless between the two sides. But what a game from the Phobians. Seeing most of the balls, control it. And again, where it matters most is where they really struggle to find the back of the net. Well, it's halftime at the Legon Sports Stadium. Accra Suffolk 0, Bechem United 0.
All right, so we're still live at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's the Ghana Premier League Match Day 3 between Accra House of Folk and also Bechem United. First 45 minutes plus 2-minute time added on is still goalless at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And the name is Gideon Ochenim Gattuso raised the power 7. And we're live on Alpha TV. We're live on Metro TV. We're also live on Original TV and as well as Net2 TV. And Najir is here, Philanan is here. First 45 minutes, goalless at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Yeah, Gattuso, when you look at the first 45 minutes, I think that both teams have really done well. But I've not seen a lot of incursions from Bechem United, unlike Accra House of Folk. But there's something that I've seen this evening that I've not seen from Accra House of Folk for their first 2 matches that they play. Now, I can see today that there's a certain kind of unity, there's a certain kind of cohesiveness, there's a certain kind of telepathy in their play. And when you look at their transition, they always start from the back to the midfield and to the attackers. I think that it's really working well for them. But my problem now is that the moment they get into the territory, the moment they make that incursion into the 18-yard box of Bechem United, that is why the problem is they are not able to utilize their chances. And I think that if they've taken their chances really well this evening, I wouldn't be surprised that Accra House of Folk will be leading 2 goals by now.
All right, so Phil, like Najid is saying, we are not saying they are not being able to pass the ball together. We're not seeing the passes are not going well for Accra House of Folk. They're losing the ball anytime they're progressing, and they find it difficult to, in fact, in the final third, I don't want to use the word useless, but difficult for Accra House of Folk in the final third.
Well, rightly so. They found it a bit difficult to put the ball at the back of the net, but I believe it's a progressive game. They started well. They are putting holes, punching holes in the defense of Bechem United. Bechem, on the other hand, they've sat back in the first half. You realize that they've defended in phase 1. They've been very defensive, and the system they are using is a very defensive system. They are playing a 3-4-1-2, and if you realize, you will find out that they are trying to play a counter-attacking game. Hearts of Folk, on the other hand, are playing a 4-3-3 system, covering all the pitch. Everywhere on the pitch, they are there. And occasionally, you find out that Ransford joins attack. Yaya, like my brother rightly said, Yaya's coordination with Hussein has been perfect. They are playing very well. They are playing as if they played it for a very long time. And I believe they will definitely find they are creating chances. That is what I know Hearts of Oak will create chances, because they've not been bad at all in their past 2 games. I rightly mentioned earlier on that they are not far behind. The only problem is creating chances and scoring. They are creating the chances, but they are missing it. Most of the shots they've shot have been wide. This time around, I believe in the second half they will come back well enough. After instructions and pep talks, I believe they will find a net.
What do you think Ouattara should fix for the second half? You think they are creating chances like the two of you are saying, but the final third has been woefully difficult for Accra House of Folk. Where do you think they should fix Ouattara and also Bechem United for the second half?
Gattuso, when you look at Accra House of Folk, they are set up. I watched the first 45 minutes, and what I saw was that their right back and the left back, they are really doing very well. But the moment they balloon the ball inside the 18 box of Bechem United, you don't find the 2 strikers. You can't find Hamza. But when Hamza is outside the box, you can see him doing all the work that he wants to do. But the moment the ball is being ballooned into the box, you are not seeing the 2 strikers. And that is a big problem that Coach Ouattara needs to face. Now, let's come to set piece. That is very, very bad. Pity, awful. Look at that ball. 20 years and you shot wide. No, it's a big problem for them. I think that something that you've practiced so many times at training grounds, this is the time to just input that and let's see that you are doing something. But we are not seeing that from Accra House of Folk. They are winning all the 50-50 balls. All the set pieces are coming on their way, but they are not making use of them. If they don't take care, Augustine Okra, as we know, one of the best players when you talk about Ghana Premier League, he's doing very, very well. But virtually, Benjamin Asari has been on holidays, as my brother said, because Bechem United.
I was coming to that. It looks as if Augustine Okra has been quiet in the first half.
not that he has been quiet. It's due to the system that Bechem United is playing. It's due to the system. But the problem is this. Now, if Bechem United should revert back to maybe the diagonal 4-4-2 or the normal 4-4-2 and get 2 attackers on top, I think that they are going to punish Accra House of Oak. But Bechem United, as I know them, don't forget, some of their players are not there. Their talisman, Clayton Diodu, is south. So they are now trying to put this young lads together. But if we should get another attacker alongside Augustine Okran to lead them, I think that they are going to punish Accra House of Oak. To me, virtually he has not been on holidays, but don't forget that the central defense of Accra House of Oak, Kevin Osesibe and the other guy, knows Augustine Okran very, very well, and they are giving man-to-man marking.
Okay, so Phil, Bechem United, they've been defensively, they've been great, superb, but they are not creative up front.
Well, they, like you rightly said, they cannot put 2-3 passes together. Because of the nature of their defensive play, they are playing in the 5-shape defense. And what Accra Hearts of Oak is doing is trying to, instead of going to the wings to stretch the defense, they try to rather cross the ball before getting to the wings, which is making it very easy for them to defend the balls. Normally, what you find in a game where you find a team who has packed the defense, you play to the wings, stretch the defense, and cross the ball into the 18. Meanwhile, you push your midfielders into the 18 to find somebody to head the ball into the net. But Hearts of Oak I believe they are too much in a hurry. They don't want to get to the wings to cross the balls. Even so, they've created chances.
Are you
but
saying
still,
they're playing to the gallery?
I don't think they are playing to the gallery. I believe they are in the haste. They need to settle down, relax the game, play the game on the pitch. They are floating too many balls into the 18. And when you start floating balls, your opposing manager would realize it and probably find an antidote to your play.
And also to add to what Phil is saying, because at the end of the day, the more you float more balls into the 18-yard of Bechem United, they are not making use of it. That is where the problem lies. Now, they are not playing high-pressing game here. They are looking at the style of Bechem just to adopt a style to play, and I think that is not helping them. Now, if they want to play a high-pressing game, Accra House of Oak should go on and play the high-pressing game. If not that, and Bechem United also decide to open up the game, that is where the problem is. Now, they are trying to decode, they are trying to unlock their defense, but my problem is, the moment you unlock their defense and you are not utilizing your chances, I don't see the reason why. Because they've created so many chances. They've gotten chances, but still, the game is barren. So I think Accra House of Oak, Coach Ouattara should give them all the pep talks. The attackers, the moment they get to the 18-yard ball, they should take time, they should relax and utilize that chance.
All right, so we're live on Original TV, live on Metro TV, live on Alpha TV. We're also live on the Ghana Football Association app, and we coming your way live from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's Accra House of Oak versus Bechem United, first half 0-0. Your expectation for the second half?
Well, I believe House of Oak would definitely send men forward to probably create more chances and see if they can get a goal. But the way Bechem is set up to defend, they are defending in phase 1, which is it's very difficult for any team to break down any team who is playing as compact and very united at the back. That is what our famous manager, Morino, he will say, park the bus. That is exactly how Bechem is playing. And they've left out one player on the wing, that any time that they get the ball, they find him in Augustine Okra. And he is an experienced player. House of Oak should watch out, because the way they are playing, if Bechem decides to open the game, it will be a different ball game in the second half for Accra House of Oak. And we are yet to see how Hearts will deal with such an attack.
All right. Yeah.
So as Phil said, when you look at Accra House of Oak, their first 2 matches, when it comes to second half and the opponent decides to open the game, that is where the problem is. Accra House of Oak find themselves fumbling. So this time around, Bechem United, I will play with Coach Danso and Coach Osewaya. I think that they're giving too much respect to Accra House of Oak. That is where I stand. That's what I see. they've given too much respect to Accra House of Folk. Fine, Accra House of Folk is a big team. We don't dispute that.
You're saying they've given too much respect to Accra House of Folk.
Yeah.
That's what in the first half, before the game, I was asking, have they become their boogie side?
Bechem United, as House of Folk has always become their boogie side when it comes to Accra here, but not at Bechem. When it comes to Accra here. So I mean, I'm not surprised, but they've given them that much respect. But I think that, no, when they open the game, they can play with Accra House of Folk. They've closed very, very well, as my brother said. Now, defensively, they are doing really, really well. But at the end of the day, if you open up the game, I think that you can be able to play more than Accra House of Folk and get your goal. If they want a drawn game here, then they shouldn't be thinking about that, because they drew their first match, they drew their second match, and this is their third match. Going 3 games, drawn games, I think that is going to have an effect on the team. Accra House of Folk, they have something in their heels that needs to be unlocked this evening here at the Lagos Sports Stadium. Second half, Coach Ouattara, I know he has talked to his boys. There's going to be so many changes. Against Pando, it was the changes that affected them. But this time around, I don't expect the same mistake to be repeated here. If it repeats, then I wouldn't be surprised. Bechem United will be laughing at the other side of the coin.
All right, so live on Original TV, live on Metro TV. We also live on Alpha TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. Very soon, we're going to start the second half. Are you going to see more goals in the first half? Before the first half, you said we're not going to see more goals. Are we going to see more goals in the second half, Phil?
Well, Hearts of Folk need to be very composed in and around the 18. That is very important and clinical, to be honest. When you are an attacker and you are playing a game like this magnitude, you need to have composure in and around the 18. If you want to walk the ball into the net, and you find defenders always blocking such balls into the 18, you need to start firing from outside the box to see even if you can get a deflected ball, or you can find somebody trying to make mistakes in the 18. That is how you score goals. This season, we've not seen enough goals in the Premier League, and I'm not surprised that the first half has gone without a goal.
I think that the second half, let's see. I believe the best team is going to win, but we are not going to see more goals in this game. At least a 1-1 game or just a goal.
All right, so live from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, it's Accra House of Folk versus Bechem United. And we live on Metro TV, Alpha TV, and Original TV. Over to you, our commentators, Victor and Philanan.
Well, certainly we're looking to get back to where we left off in the first 45 minutes. As House of Folk has been held very tight by Bechem United in the first half department of this game. Well, so many chances falling to Accra House of Folk, but again, the big man has been missing up front in Hamza Issa. They threw a lot of balls into Bechem's 18-yard, but again, the boys in the rainbow colors have been upset. But you've got to credit Coach Abubakar Ouattara. He's been up on his feet in the last 45 minutes. It tells you the intensity. It tells you the scrutiny he's come under in the last few days. Was cause of the fans here at the Legon Sports Stadium enjoying this game. It's a late evening kickoff, and you can understand why. But this man, Kofi, 11 games in the previous season. But here is the team who is looking to baptize their new home venue after shifting venue away from the venue that hosted the African Cup of Nations final in 2008, as it's been shut down for renovation works. Lost to Hearts of Lions at Kondo by 2-0 in a game they really played their heart out. And also lost to Premier League newbies Basaki Holy Stars at Accra Sports Stadium. A shock for many of their fans. But they'll be hoping to overcome the setback of a third defeat. And certainly, this is not the House of Folk the fans have come accustomed to over the years. There's the first change. Where Stephen Asari flashed inside by Coach Abubakar Ouattara. It's an Elisa for Mauli Wayo. the left winger. But I've been very excited to see the movements of that young chap, Sani Mohammed. What a movement. But again, his final decision making is what is missing. It's something Coach Abubakar Ouattara and his technical team needs to add to his game. And I tell you what, he will be in a lethal form. Here is Aziz Haruna. Waves at the crowd. He's Bechem's best shot stopper at the moment. The next skipper of the side as well. Captain Fantastic. Well, this man has received a lot of offers after he decided to cross carpet from Accra Great Olympics, who have been booted down the Ghanaian football ladder into Division 1. Kept so many clean sheets. The second best in the last 4 years. And Kofi takes a look at his watch, and we are underway at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium for the second half. Huge kick. And that's miscued from House of Folks territory, who sent Haxon to it. That's a lovely chip over, looking for Asamoah Boateng, couldn't pick him. That's Bechem regroups. Boateng. I'm sorry, you can understand the skipper of the side. So also picks it up. Free kick. Okra is present as well. It's just a joy to see him. He's had stints with a lot of Ghana Premier League clubs. Asante Kotoko traveled to Africa, had Simba also on his CV. Okra picks it, bends one into House of Folks territory, and is out. As the CB seems to be in deep trouble as he holds his stomach. The former 11 Wonders playmaker. Yeah. He's got a lot of players ahead of him. He's got Sani ahead of him as well, but he decides to go long into Bechem's area. And again, Aziz watches his red hot alert. Lovely speed from Bechem. Left ample of space, looking to pick Okra, but again it breaks down. And it's Ransford who had it all the way covered to his goalkeeper. Drama at plenty in this game. I'm really enjoying myself as from commentary position. Akraman drops it deep to find Mohammed. He was looking to pick Hamza. He managed to find him. Hamza is back to Yaya Draman. This one over into Bechem's area. Again, it's picked up. Aziz really watching the game. Early on today, Kumasi Asante Kotoko settled for a draw in their outing. Another team that have really come under heavy scrutiny in the last few years owing to their quality. It's just unfortunate the two best clubs in the country struggling to keep their momentum. As we've seen, lots of nibbies, the likes of Samatex 1996, Media Mighty and the likes really giving them run for their money. But it just still talent abounds in this league. Boat hits it inside, looking for Yepua, and it's not picked. That's a fuck regaining possession. That's a lovely chest, it is so strong. Asamoah, it's back to him, looking for his first goal in the Phobian colors. Ransford. Well guided. That's brought back into Mensah's path. Asibe hits it to Yaya at the right hand side. Brings it for the gate. Aziz. Oh my goodness, he's got a high two. Just pick it up in the air. Sorry, that's a lovely chip over. Ransford. Asibe. Yeah. For the Phobians. Hussein. The referee will play on advantage. There's another dangerous ball coming in from there. And Kofi, at least, we'll wait for this one. It's in Ketia. As there's a cross section of the Crassowfolk bench. With so many star men sitting on the bench as well. The lots of people have made case for him, but he's yet to be going into this game. Ramsey, Michael were also on the bench for the Phobian bench. This evening, put it across and it's headed away. Escaped, and the final touch. Just big. That's the Fox corner. Ransford retracts back. Lovely ball sent across, looking for those in the rainbow colors. Amofa, it's not picked up. Azag clears his line. Hussein. There's Hasselfolk on the right, attacking for this evening. Mohammed. Another free kick for Hasselfolk. 50th minute played so far. And you can see emotions are plenty in this game from the Hunters. They are not really hunting this evening. It's rather the Rainbow Boys who are hunting them in this game. Really giving them a run for their money. Well, just look at the replay. Hussein with a lovely touch. Push it on to Mohammed. He was trying to bend it in, but it comes off Inketia. There's free kick across the fork. As Ransford and Mohammed stand behind it. Ransford goes for the killer! Insanya! The dump bot! Left back who's crossed over to across the fork has opened this season scoring account for them from the free kick spot. Insanya! And the fans enjoying every moment. Oh my goodness, oh boy. Look at the pen on the ball. Quality. Aziz has not got the hands to stop it. He's been stretched beyond maximum limit. His third game for the Phobians. And he has answered a call that have been ringing on his phone for a long time. Look at the quality on the bench. Sharp and a stinger, absolutely no questions about it. Quality strike. Lots of angles there for you to enjoy. And the Phobians know that indeed, yes, their efforts have been rewarded. 52 minutes. And it's the Phobians who are dancing through. Bechem would have to test this game. That's a touch. Satran will complain to the referee. He laughs and he says, no, I've not done anything to him. But the referee has got other ideas. Kofi has been very spot on. And you can see Sani very voracious about that one. That's another great play with Dalvin fouling his man. And his Hasselfolk free kick very deep into their own territory. Amofa finds Collinson, hits it on the linear line to find Abdraman. Mohammed brought into the picture, finds Hussein down the corner. Yeah, looking for space. Finds Mohammed. Runs for Kelson in again. And it's been well dealt with by Champa. Standing his grounds very well. Oh, the pressure touch really has been turned on Bechem, who are playing away from home. But just don't write them out yet in this game. They've still got a talisman on the field. Okay. It looks like the crave of the fans are not being satisfied if it stays this way. But Bechem would have to check their tactics. They would have to change this game to make it complex for Krasnofok, who seems to be enjoying every bit of this game. That's a lovely touch, isn't it? Collins in. Hussein. Yeah. Sensor grounder. That's a poor ball into the channel. As Hussein looks to get into the book of the referee. But you can see Achampo needs to calm down. Ouattara also very furious on the bench. He's still staying faithful despite going down, hitting it to find Abdurrahman. And it was stopped right on the edge of the 18-yard. That's a very ruthless challenge on Asensio. Okra, not very excited with low stiff complaint, telling his teammates you need to inject a bit of agency into your game. We are trailing from behind. Ransford gets into that battle with Afrani, waits the challenge, puts it away into the center of the field. Asensio. And he's asking them to calm down in Ketia. And Ketia really coming in from Francis Trini, whose absence into this game has been felt heavily by Bechem United. The midfield kingpin. He knows how to boss the midfield, how to caress the ball from those areas, pick the pocket of spaces, and hit them into those tight angles for the likes of Okra to hatch onto it. He's having a great injury, as well as Francis Aqua. Afrani invited, picked. He has it. Okra. On the best of touch from the men in the green. As Hussein boxes it up. Finds Mohammed. Yaya invited. Back to Mohammed. He's got lots of house players ahead of him. But they'll have to exchange those passes down the far right hand side. Collins in. Twisting and turning. Finds Tigbe. Yaya Draman sends it across the field, drops it into the middle, picks Hussein. As Ransford comes forward, the goal scorer. Boat needs to be careful within his own penalty area. Oh my goodness. Bechem United was dipping with that yellow card flashed to the man in a 22 shirt. Boat once again. Ricken Boat. Oh, it's a very reckless touch on Asamoah Boateng, the former nation's top scorer with 13 goals last season. Has really displaced Kasim Sese, the Ivorian international, who's not even sat on bench for the Phobians this season in the third game running. As there's a bit of temporary hold up. That's a big substitution. Okra takes an early shower as Emmanuel Abbott has been introduced by Coach Kweku Dansu, who himself is new to this team. But again, he's got a lot of old customers in the setup. Aziz gets his wall ready. As we gets ready for this free kick at a very acute angle. And Bechem would have to defend well again, else it could be very dire. Yeah, comes up. Inketia, corner kick, Hasifok from the left-hand side. What a game we're having. Talk about the man who's just been flashed inside, Emmanuel Alban, formerly of Young Red Bulls Academy. He's already scored twice and assisted 4 times out of 15 games last season for the Hunters. And it tells you that he's a very important man to keep an eye on as we get ready for this hassle for corner kick. Oh my goodness, he stops, it's on the line. And Bechem stays intact in his game. Brilliant stuff. And the coach watches on. Paulinstein finds Asibe, hits it down the channel to the right hand side, finds Abdurrahman, who lifts it for Hussein. He's been very hard working. 60 minutes cleared. We've got 30 minutes left on the clock. And if it stays this way, it means that Bechem's third day wars continue. And I'll tell you that fairy tale if it stays this way. It's brought. Let's wait. Ransford been searched for, could not be found. This was a corner kick a few seconds ago. Really dangling into Bechem's area, but look at where the keeper managed to parry it out of his net. Really staying beyond the line. He's got a big hand. Hussein, what a fighter he's been today. Moro changes direction of play. Oh, but wait a minute, it looks like Okra stays on the turf. Lovely play. Asari jets in with that one. Finds Mohammed. Ransford. Asari. Okra could not keep it. Ransford. Oh, what a play it's been. Finds Benjamin Asari. As Haas will construct from the right hand side with a Sigbe. Bringing that one forward. That's a long kick to find Asama Boate. As Moro stands on him. A Champon with a touch. Very strong for Mohammed. And just look at the challenge. On the best. That was very unnecessary. And the players need to be very careful. And the referees would have to quickly get involved and save the situation. Let's have a watch again. This was a champion who went on sounding quite strong on him, so he decides to retaliate. And it's been that struggle. And it's Bechem's free kick. Very deep. Albert brings it forward. That's Bechem. Will come forward again. Achampo finds Moro on the far left hand side. He's been a top customer. Papa Moro formerly of Auroras. Hasselhoff junior side, so he's facing his senior side. And his first season as Bechem, played just 90 minutes out of the 2 games that have been cleared this season so far. And is tipped as a replacement for Joseph Kimfo. A Champong lifts it for Asensu. With a shot past Stefan Moro, who sends a grinder. Picks in Ketia, lovely play into the area, but again, Asibe would have to watch his line as Aban comes on with that challenge. And Mohammed have been stopping his tracks as we see substitutes on across the folk bench watching one eagerly. Well, maybe they will have their 10 in no time if Coach Abubakar Ouattara changes his mind. But if it stays this way, it means that they would have to enjoy this game from the sidelines. Yeah. Finds Asibe. Returns it to his keeper. Albot. Aban couldn't hang onto it. Hamza Issa against Asensu. Breaks away from him. Oh, was looking for the run of Asamoah Boateng. He fails to read that sensitive pass from Hamza. He's playing his 33rd game for Accra Suffolk. 13 goals. Last season, 2 assists. But chasing his first of the season. He was likened to Romario of Brazil by former manager Martin Koopman after helping the Phobians beat Mediema by 3-1 last season. He's got a quick 10. So Asamoah is in some very, very deep trouble. Holding his shoulder. Looks to be a twist. Papamoro. That's a sweet send from the Bechem United player. Asari twisting. Oh my goodness, 2 players failed to read it. Fantastic substitute with a clever pass into Bechem's 18-yard. Left unattended to. Not the best of that from Mohammed. As Asamoah Boateng blasted wide. It's a bit frustrating. Bechem hits it forward. That's a big touch to it from Manuel Alban as it finds its way to Asari, who will pick it up. Quickly finds Yaya, who's really run down that channel very, very well. Very exciting to watch with his movement. Collinson is just close to him. Picks him. Finds Asibe. And it's back to his goalkeeper. Ransford. Nasari, Ransford again. Amofa. There's Benjamin Asari. And it finds its way to Asibe, not with the best touch. Mohammed Hussein. Oh, Hasselhoff playing something exciting now. Hamza, a lot of time wasting all. Touch off his part. He should have just go for the one-time hit. Nketiah and still Bechem boxing the ball in their own territory, putting passes together. Achampo has it, finds a bit of solace, and Hasselhoff runs forward. Who wins it? That's a real man of the match performance tonight. Lots of Haas players really playing above their weight.
Ransford are really done well. Talking about the midfield, he has really marshaled the midfield very, very, very well. And he is in control of the game because he did take the picks for Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Picked on the right hand side, brings it in, but it's been tampered with. And the sting has been taken off that shot that was trying to hit it into Bechem's area. And it's been a lot of very red hot faces on the Hamptons bench in this game.
Yes, Yao Danso and Seto Sewaya, I think that they are just putting their heads together just to have a comfortable change for them, because at the end of the day, Bechem United, they've lost it because the way they started from the first half, I think that the second half, their game has really calmed down. But across the folk, I think that they have really raised up their game this time around.
Haas needs to be careful. And that's a free kick. Yaya Draman, the corporate. But that's a nasty challenge.
I think the referee this time around had it right, and he has really stepped his authority on looking at all the incidents that are happening, especially this one. I think that the call has always been right, and they are always on point.
Well, Azai Nyaku is the man that was brought down earlier on. A very utility player. Can play from the left wing, from the right wing, even in central midfield. Reason why coach Kweko Danso options for him. He's got a lot of use.
Yeah, really, when it's come to versatility, I think that he's one of the top players that they rely on. That is the reason why this afternoon, Coach Yao Danso and Osei Kwame Waya are relying on him.
It's the 21-time Ghana Premier League champions who are holding on to Ranford Mensah's goal in the 52nd minute. Okra, that is a real hit, comes off the woodwork.
You also know Okra from this kind of set piece, looking at where the ball was. I think that he did really well, just that the ball couldn't enter the net.
Bechem's corner kick. And it's the man in the 31 shirt who gets ready to hit it also. One of the best of play from him. Asari picks it up.
And I think that was a poor one from Owusu. I thought that because other players were waiting for that comfortable cross, but they didn't come in. And look at this tackle. I think that the referee had a call, but the assistant linesman said it wasn't the foul, so play still continues.
Hussein managed to find Hamza. He's got a very swift turn. Hamza gets into the crowd, and the final shot is nothing to write home about.
Hamza, we all know, one of the players last season was scoring for Accra. So I was telling them that when he plays outside the box, he really does well. But when you hang him in front of the inside the 18-yard box, that is where he found himself wanting. But this time around, I think that where he's pressing from, he's doing very well. I wouldn't be surprised if Hamza will add another goal to Accra, folks.
Well, let's see. As my co-commentator believes that Hamza's got idea, but here comes Hasselhoff. Lovely play. That is Hamza now. Kani fires. Hasselhoff, and it's no.
That is a very shabby attitude, because at the end of the day, everybody thought the ball was a goal, and I didn't know what it was.
Hold on, Hussein, and it's across the face of goal.
The way they are squandering chances, I'm really surprised because Accra Suffolk, they are creating other chances. The first half, they did same, but they couldn't come out with any goal. But this time around, they've just got past goals because at the end of the day, the chances creating, the results needs to be changed.
Well, finally, Okra is making his way out for Bwede, as well as Owusu for Mante. It's a double substitution from Coach Kweku Danso.
Kweku Danso, looking at the changes that he made, Okra, the first match, he couldn't play enough minutes, but this time around, he gave him almost 73 minutes of play. But you know, they know Okra very, very well as one of the best players, but he has done well. He has paid his dues.
Oh, goodness me, hold up for a minute. It's Hamza Isa inside there. He's cried for it this evening, and he has finally slotted it home. House of Oak 2.
That is Hamza for you, right? Because I told you that you'll be getting the goal because when he plays outside the box, that is why his strength is. So I didn't understand the first two matches why the coach was using as the arrowhead. But this time around, look, I told you the incursions that he go.
Well, my co-commentator has just gotten a new tag of being a prophet.
I'm not surprised. Looking at this season, how this boy performs, because the first two matches we're just complaining that why is he playing as the arrowhead? Give him that free role, let him operate from the flanks, and this evening I think that he has perfectly paid his dues. Hamza
Asari picks it up, bends it in. Hamza with a slick textbook touch, and Aziz was really thrown into his own net, and the Phobian party continues from Legon.
And it was a timely intervention because in the first department of the game, they cross the ball, they don't find anybody in the 18-yard box. But this time around, I think that the pep talks that Coach Guatara gave them has really yielded results.
The Saman boy is glittering in the rainbow colors now.
Yes, because for Hamza, knew today he was going to go, so I'm not really surprised if team come from Accra Suffolk, because I can see the seriousness, I can see party, I can see the it's really helping Accra Suffolk here.
Confirmation of the scoreline for you as Bechem brings it forward from the left-hand side. They've got to check this game with everything they've got in them. They stop. Collinson picks it up. Hit it onto Abdraman. Sweeper. Collinson. Hussein. What a fantastic player he's been this evening.
And no wonder to me, he has been my man of the match this afternoon. The way he has smashed out the midfield. I think that if he wins the MVP, I wouldn't be surprised.
Offside Sibay finds Yaya Mohammed. And here wins it. Finds the man of the moment, Hussein. It's ballon to the left-hand side. It's picked well by Asari. Ransford Mensah. Hussein press it. Oh, lovely chest from Mohammed. And that's a big boot from Baba Moro. The referee will have none of that as the game will wear on. But he's got to stop the game because Sani Mohammed stays on the turf.
Yes, I think that the referee have every cause to stop the game. And I was talking about Hussein, the way he's playing in the midfield, the way he switches his passes. I think that the rhythm has really paid for Accra Suffolk this evening. And no wonder when you look at Hussein, their true pivot, I think that this time around their telepathy, their cohesiveness is really working. They've not played together for a very long time. The first and the second match, we saw that they were lacking that cohesiveness. But this evening, I think that they are showing that glimpses, that signs of how they can play together.
Asensu for Bechem, not the best of pass, but a champion hits it away. Finds the boat. And the flag is already up the Forbians. 12 minutes left on the clock. On the best of touch into the middle as the chap in the green will bring it forward, racing down the left-hand side. Oh, lovely play now. Bechem with a glorious opportunity. Killed inside. It's met.
I'm surprised because this ball, I thought that he was going to hit the ball once. But what was the purpose of giving this pass? Because you had that opportunity, you had that space. So he cuts in the ball back. I thought that it wasn't the best for Bechem United.
Oh, the sub that have been brought in for Augustine Okra, making such a lovely bet pass into Hasselhoff's box. But again, there was nobody
in the box of Accra Suffolk. All their incursions has not been dangerous as Accra Suffolk. But this time around, as you said, the moment they place the ball, they balloon the ball into the box, nobody is there to connect that pass. And I think that coach Osewaya should talk to his players about that.
In case he getting himself involved in that yellow card offense earlier on, and that's a clear confirmation. Hasselhoff riding in their newfound momentum in this game.
And I think that
lovely, here it comes. Mohamed Sani hits it inside. And it's brought away. Sorry, has got that idea, has found Mensah. Lovely play from across the folk. The former Dan Boatman picks it. He's looking for a lot of options. I was trying to pick at Boateng. Asensio. That's very slick pass from the Hunters. And again, they gave away possession to the Forbians with Apia trying to bend this one inside, but will pick up nobody in the rainbow set.
Accra Suffolk, as I said, they are really playing well. They are swinging their passes together very well. But is that when it gets to the final third, they found themselves wanting again. If they continue playing like this, I think that they are going to get another goal.
Suffolk determining the pace of the game, the tempo of the game. Really enjoying themselves. The panache of the game, the intensity of the game has really been controlled by the Forbians. With Apia. Oh, fine Mensah. This Mensah. Well, he's taking time to caress the ball. But hit it finally back to Amufa. It's back to SB on the right hand side. Respect, but Apia. Mensah starts it all over, finds Collinson, who will change the direction of play. And will pick Yaya Drummond. Mohamed finds Collinson. Apia manages to keep possession. Finds Hussein. Oh, lovely play, get into the channel, looking for Boateng, but it's well read. And it's a champion once again who comes to Bechem's rescue. Nketiah. And it's back to SB. It's Ouattara ball really taking shape now in the last 7 minutes.
I think Coach Ouattara now he has been relieved, because looking at the pressure that was on him, but this time around he has been relieved. And looking at the kind of game that Accra Suffolk is playing this evening, I think that we are now seeing the fingertips of Coach Ouattara on the team.
Well, Mohamed Sani is up for Tete, who is coming in to enjoy the remaining minutes of this game. Sani has played his part. Started the previous game as well against Pando Heart of Lion, in a game they will not love to remember. It was a real nightmare. But here, against Bechem United, I'm sure certainly they'll hope the heavens would dream it on them once again.
Accra Folk have found a new home, and that is the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. I think that their blessings have started from this pitch, and once they've won their first match here, I believe that their subsequent matches, they are going to see victory.
Bechem's free kick. Quickly thinking. That's a real hit. Here it comes. Oh my goodness, misses. The post by inches, but it was a real hot shot there from Asensu.
Yeah, I think that Asensu really did well. That is a good effort from him, but just that the ball went way wide.
Number 5, he's got a big understanding with Benjamin Asari, the centre back. And that's what is most important. 84 minutes. And it's Hearts who are still leading this game by 2-0. As Boateng has been fetched. He's got Tete Collinson. Ransford. And he gives up possession. As 2 men in a green shirt clatters into themselves. Mante will stay on the turf.
Ransford Mensah, I think this was needless, because looking at where he took the ball, he had so many options, but I don't really understand why he committed that blunder, because he has so many options. He should have sent the ball straight forward, but I'm surprised, because he getting this yellow card. It's no need. It's no need.
Well, so many players missing from the fold of Bechem United. And they are really struggling without those players. Most of them now have traveled overseas. Clinton Dodo is missing. Osei Kufo is missing. As well as other very important players for the Hunters.
Though it's not entirely a new team, they've lost a couple of players, but I think that they are really playing well. Their cohesiveness is there, just that they couldn't just utilize their chances.
4 minutes for Bechem to get back into this game, but I tell you what, it's a very daunting task. If they can really get back, that'll be a real drama.
And I don't foresee that miracle is going to happen this evening at the UJ Stadium.
Mensah also goes into the wrong book of the referee after that very needless challenge. As Buedi brings it forward, he's been stopping his strat, but advantage will stay with the Brown and half-full team in terms of the footballing regions. Benjamin Asari, unless we'll have to waste a few seconds on the clock as he mops that one from the floor. 87 minutes and the Phobian victory beckons. As Bechem's Matchday 3 myths continue. That's a lovely ball sent into the center to find Isaiah. Finds Buedi. He's got a man in ample of space, but it's been stopped by Sibe. Bechem will continue from where they left off. Asensu. Boat. It's a lovely play going around this Macamante. Left in ample of space. He's got a pace to hit it across, but not the best of Kel into Hasselhoff box. And the whistle is blown. And the referee Kofi calls for the stretcher. It looks to be Hussein. The diminutive figure in midfield for Hasselhoff this evening. He's been a real decoy. And that's a big blow. With just 2 minutes or 1 minute and a few seconds left, looking at the minutes the center referee will be adding to this game. Looks like we might be seeing Ramsey as well as Aponta. Well, that's certainly a good buy from Hussein. As House of Folk are down to 10 men at the moment. And it's Asamoah Boate. Will be retracted in this game for Ramsey. And he receives applause from the crowd as Ramsey comes inside. Well, Hussein has also been taken off Aponsa. Ouattara on course. 19 games played, making it his 20th game played. Looking for his 8th win as a Phobian head coach. Mante. It's 4 minutes of additional time. Or the heaviest across the folk win over home win this year has been against RTU back in February when they beat them by 3-0. We've done 1 minute of the additional time as Mensah picks it up to sending a long one. Achampon needs to be careful. Again, really, he's been a quality defender this evening for Bechem. Just unlucky to be at the losing side as Boat brings it forward. It's Boat again looking to send in that ball to pick Mante, but rather pick a Hasselhoff player. And it's Mensah. Ramsey. And it's Hasselhoff throwing on the left hand side. Well, Boatin has been a set speed specialist for Hasselhoff since signed in the summer. As Colin said, headed back to find Amofa, who finds Asibe on the right side of the pitch. It's into Yaya. They still Hasselhoff boxing the ball in their own area. It's brought into the middle. It's drifted to the left-hand side. And the man in a 21 set has been picked. Tete runs forward, brings it across. And Bechem once again are out of danger. And not entirely out. And it's what a shots coming and what a block. Well, the new era of a new venue. Only starting well for the Phobians. Oh, goodness me. It's picked. And it's flash wide. That's a real miss. That would have been a perfect way to wrap up at Legon. Just look at it. Placed on a plate of silver for him, but he decides to hit it just wide, fluffing that opportunity. Well, let's see if the 2016 MTN FA Cup champions, Bechem United, has got a bit of magic left in their wings. And that ends it. Accra Suffolk have christened their fresh home ground against Bechem United on Matchday 3. What a beauty. At least to overcome the setback of Matchday 1 and 2 in Accra Pando. And Bechem's woes on Matchday 3 continues, losing to current champions Samatex by 4-1 in last season's Matchday 3, and also to Bibiani Gold Stars in 2022-2023 by 0-0. And once again, against Accra Suffolk, the book remains tainted. Well, it's full time at the Legon Sports Stadium. Accra Suffolk 2, Bechem United 0. And we are getting ready for the pitch side. Don't go anywhere. Floyd.
Okay, so we're live at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Ghana Premier League Matchday 3. All right, so live at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Matchday 3. It's all over between Accra Suffolk and Bechem United. Accra Suffolk won by 2 goals to 0. And I have the assistant coach, right there, coach. Difficult game for you, well organized in the first half, but you were totally disorganized in the second half.
Yes. It was a very difficult game, but Suffolk played well today, very honest. But because of our 2 players, regular players who didn't play, so we used the second players, we find it difficult to come out from the defense. Mostly the midfielders were sluggish, but didn't work for us today.
All right, so you had to be team your lost 2 there, your midfield.
Yes. Because of Francis Chune didn't play, it affected us a lot. So we hope we come back soon.
Okay, so coming back soon, your next game is against Dreams FC at home. What will you say about that game?
Well, it's going to be very difficult, but we have to win.
Okay, so coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you all the best. Okay, so that was the assistant coach from Bechem United. It is that.
end of the day, looking at what everything didn't go well for Bechem United. It's very, very poor. When you look at the back in the second, saying the midfield, and Bechem lost it because at the end of the day, they came back. But when they changed their system, across the folks still maintain their 4-3-3 that they were playing. But at the end of the day, Bechem have me. I'm not surprised that the coach is down. Beginning of the game, he said that they have nothing to lose. They are just here. They know Accra Folk as one of the best teams, but they are trying their best to win the match. Bechem is down. They drew their first match. They drew their second match, and now the third match they've lost. Let's see what happens for Bechem United.
Okay, so but we witnessed a beautiful game this evening at the University of Ghana Sports. The exciting game, well organized in the second half. Accra Hearts of Oak.
I'm now seeing the fingertips Hearts of Oak. They played as one unit today. When you talk about how they organize to midfield from midfield, the position was very, very perfect. The telepathy was really there. So at the end of the day, Accra Folk, to me, they've done it. In 4 years, how the supporters are enjoying themselves, it tells you how happy are they. But at the end of the day, let me give credit to the supporters of Accra Folk because they've really waited enough for this. Coach Ouattara, the pressure. It's now off. I think